What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Josh Reese back at it again with another video. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe and we'll get into it. So today I wanted to talk about how I became a vision therapist, and if you're interested, how you could become one too. So the first thing is that a vision therapist isn't necessarily an optometrist. That's a confusion that I had in the first place. Vision therapy is ran by an optometrist, so every vision therapy practice has an optometrist that specializes in vision therapy, vision rehab, sports vision, something like that, and they contract out vision therapists to work them, because the one optometrist who is the expert in it doesn't have enough time to see all the patients that need it, and they need to come in every week, and one optometrist wouldn't be able to fill that need. So there are vision therapists that are people like you and me who they need to hire. And one thing that all the patients always get confused by, they always say, oh, what school, what technical college, where did you go to study to learn all this? And really it's all on the job training, because there's not really a big enough demand for vision therapists for there to be certifications out there. There's not a big enough demand for there to be colleges for you to go to learn the ins and outs and become a full-time vision therapist. There are full-time vision therapists. I'm actually part-time right now. There are vision therapists who do it for their career as a living. From what I've seen, they make somewhere around $50,000 to $70,000 depending on the practice. But vision therapy, or a vision therapist, is really just someone who works alongside an optometrist, an FCOVD that specializes in vision development and vision therapy. So what FCOVD is a fellow in the College of Optometrists in Vision Development. So that's a certification that optometrists can get to make sure they're a resident expert in vision therapy. So how you become a vision therapist really is anyone can do it. Just as easy as you can go and become an optician, you can go and become a vision therapist. So I know a lot of pre-optometry people that are at my university right now. They go to the nearest optometrist or go to all the near optometrists and apply for a job. And they are either work as a technician or a scribe or at the front desk or an optician. And really, there's no amount of training that you need for any of those jobs, right? It's mostly on the job. I know opticians can take a certification, become a certified optician, qualify for a pay raise, and you can really just apply, and the optometrist can put you wherever. If it's their practice and if they get to decide, you can be wherever they need you. Now, what you need to do is go on the FCOVD website, fcovd.org, and look for certified vision therapy doctors, optometrists that specialize in that stuff in your area. And what you can do is just apply to work for their practices. And once you can apply to work for their practices, then you can be surrounded by the vision therapy environment. So personally, what I did is I worked as an optician for a practice, just fixing glasses, selling glasses, getting the lenses, everything, right? And I came I got married, and I couldn't really commute to work at that practice anymore. So I had to quit, and I was, kind of bummed, and I was looking for jobs in my area, and there was this one guy in the pre-optometry club who was a vision therapist, and I was really interested in what he was, because in my mind a vision therapist was a doctor already. And so I was really confused as to how someone could already be a vision therapist, doing what I wanted to do in the future. I'd heard about it, I thought it was interesting, and I was like, you're doing that now? You're getting on-the-job experiences of things I want to do in the future now? That sounds amazing. And so I actually, asked him where he worked and asked him if there was a job opening, and he said, maybe, just go ahead and email your resume to the doctor. I think we might be hiring soon. So I went ahead and did that. They weren't hiring as a vision therapist, but they were hiring a technician. So I got to go and work for this doctor as a technician, which was amazing. The exams are so much different than my other practice. Not only do they check for prescription and eye health, but they also check for binocular skills. They check they check everything that you'd need to do in vision therapy. You know, they check the pursuit movements of your eyes, the saccadic movement of your eyes, your vergence flexibility, accommodative flexibility, near point of convergence, everything like that. And it was really cool to be a technician and to kind of scribe and help patients through the process of getting screened for their binocular vision. So that was a really cool experience I had there. And eventually one of the vision therapists quit, and instead of looking for a new vision therapist elsewhere, sometimes in the practice that I work for, at least, the technicians will move up to become vision therapists because they already know how the practice is. They already, are a coworker for everyone, and are interested in pre-optometry. And so they just move up to become a vision therapist. Sometimes they're hired cold, but in my case, I moved up from being a technician to a vision therapist, and that was an amazing experience. It's really fun. It's really great. You get to work with patients one-on-one, and do things that you feel like, wow, I thought I had to be, a doctor to do this. And it's not that they're your patient. They don't come in, see you. You don't, diagnose them. You don't really do that, but you do help them understand these activities that'll help their eyes. And every patient, before they see you and every few weeks, they have a checkup with the doctor, and the doctor gives you recommendations of how to better treat them and how to better suit their vision therapy experience for them and help them get better. But you do not get free range, but you do get to help this patient. You do get to treat them. You do get to have that patient interaction that you sometimes would have to wait until your third, fourth year of optometry school to get. So it's invaluable experience. And even if you aren't going into that, it would help you learn how to do that. So, if my advice for all of you is go out there and if it interests you, try and find it and try and pursue it. There aren't a lot of FCOVDs out there, only about, I'd say, a handful in each state. So there might not be one close to you. But if this is what interests you, go ahead and try and find them and try and get that experience. So that's kind of how I became a vision therapist. If there's any questions that you have, go ahead and leave it in a comment down below and subscribe so that you can get future videos just like this one. Thanks. Bye.